Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 62 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. This month we're focusing on the mental areas and aspect of our life framework: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. Did I say financial? Anyway, there's 9 of them. But last month we focused on emotional. This month we're focusing on mental. So mental well-being, emotional well-being, physical well-being, that whole area of our life. We're going to set goals for our mental well-being and for our mental health for this year. And we're going to do that probably, I might actually start it tomorrow. We'll see. It takes about 7 days. It's about a 7 or 8 step process. So I'll combine that with the topics we're talking about because we already know the process, but we want to make sure that we're doing it. We're really honing in on goals for each of these areas and aspects of our life. Now, I'll admit, I set mine at the beginning of this year already. I always select 3 goals for each of those areas for the year. I have legacy goals in each of those areas set up, and I break them down into, well, what do I need to do this year to be moving me toward that? And so even though I've already done that, as I go through the process, I tweak and adjust them a little bit to make them more powerful and more attainable for me so that I make more progress faster by following the processes that I share here with you. But I've really done it at the beginning of the year for all these areas, and now I'm breaking it down. We're focusing in month by month on each of the different areas and aspects of our life so that we make sure nothing gets left out or ignored. So today, even though we talked about a process and we talked about beliefs yesterday, today I want to talk about limiting beliefs. Now, the tricky thing about limiting beliefs is we don't think our beliefs are holding us back or limiting us in any way. We just think they're our beliefs. And then our subconscious and our conscious serves up reasons and excuses for us believing the things that we believe, and we think it's our reality. But I've learned over the decades that anything that I'm afraid of, anytime I catch myself making excuses, anytime I'm trying to blame something outside of myself for what is existing right now or me not getting what I want, I'm probably working off of and justifying a limiting belief. Meaning, I've decided I believe something to be true that maybe was true when I was younger, but it isn't true anymore. And so I want to get rid of that. Some of the most common limiting beliefs are, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve, I'm afraid of success, I'm afraid of failure, I'm afraid of that I'm not good enough or that I don't deserve to get the things that I want. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of, no, this isn't me. I'm just saying these are the most common ones. Have I been afraid of a lot of these things sometime during my life? Sure. Most of us have. Having negative attributes assigned to things that we think that we want. So if you think money is the root of all evil, guess what? You're not going to let yourself have money. If you think rich people are snobby and rude and arrogant and egotistical, and you don't want to be those things, guess what? You won't let yourself be those things. Fear of greatness, thinking that we have to work really, really hard to get the things that we want. We have to sacrifice and struggle for everything. Thinking that love should hurt in any way, shape, or form. All these are beliefs that we have that are absolutely positively limiting us, whether we are aware of it on a conscious level or not. And most of them we're not aware of on a conscious level. So we shared a process yesterday, a 10-step process of how to change a limiting belief. And it's got extra steps and really in-depth steps to make sure that we change the limiting belief and it takes hold in us. So what we're going to do today is we're going to pick and think about one limiting belief that we have, or if you want, go back to one that you had in the past and try to study how you changed it, and then apply these 10 steps to it and see how you did already or how you can do. I say pick one you got right now and get rid of it. Why wouldn't you? I'm going to pick the I'm not good enough. Even though I've worked on that one in the past, it pops up and rears its ugly head in different ways. Sometimes, usually whenever I'm starting something new or something outside my comfort zone, it'll pop up and it'll pop into my head, and I immediately do these 10 things to it to get rid of it, because I know dang well I'm good enough to figure out whatever it is I want to figure out and do, as are you, by the way. So I actually did this morning. I went through and I said, okay, what limiting belief am I going to apply the 10 steps to? And I'm just going to give a quick summary of how I did it so I don't talk 15 minutes again today. But I brainstormed. Number one, brainstorm mental beliefs that I have. And for example, what are some of the negative limiting BS beliefs that I have? Not good enough, not smart enough, not wise enough, not good enough problem solver, focus on the negative, not as smart as other people, comparing yourself to others. I did a whole bunch of them, and then I just circled and picked, okay, not good enough, because that's an all-encompassing one that I would say almost everyone on the planet has experienced at some time during their life or their career or their life. Then third, we're going to pick not good enough or smart enough to create and have and be and do and have what we want. 4, why is it important to change this and prove why is it a false belief? Well, I have definitely achieved a lot of things I wanted to achieve in my life already, you know, and I've got goals and dreams and objectives and things I want and legacies I want to leave. So I don't want to just give up, roll over, and just not do anything. So I need to get over the hurdle of thinking and believing that I'm not good enough to do and have and be and create what it is that I want in my life. Or 5, we're going to argue with the not good enough belief and think of all the reasons and the evidence that proves to us that we are good enough to create and do and be and have what we want. 6, create a new positive, empowering belief. And I put, I am more than smart enough. I guess I did smart and not good enough. I'm more than smart enough to figure out whatever comes my way, or to get the help and the expertise from someone that already has solved this particular problem or situation. Anything is possible if I believe. Then 7, I'm going to visualize myself living and accepting this new belief. Remember, we're going to visualize. 8, in the morning and at night, I am going to say and recite to myself, I am more than enough. I deserve to create whatever I want. I am more than enough. I deserve to create whatever I want. Because that's going to replace the I'm not good enough. And then 9, 3 things I'm going to do to reduce the old belief and replace it with the new. 1, set an alarm on my phone. I already did this for 7:07 a.m. with the new belief as the title. Secondly, I'm going to add the new belief to my morning affirmations. I do affirmations every morning, so I'll add that to that. I'm going to add the new belief to my gratitude practice in the evenings. I added that last month, and I've been doing it for a while. And then 4, I'm going to review the times that I successfully felt like I was good enough during the day as part of my bedtime routine. So that's just a quick summary of how you can apply the 10 steps. I just grabbed a piece of paper and scribbled it out this morning. So it's not perfect, but it gives you an example of how we can apply that and how we can take a belief that might have bothered us for a while and start to substitute it with what will empower us and help us create what it is that we want in our life. So action item today, pick a limiting belief. Again, the results you're getting in your life aren't what you want them to be. There's a belief, an underlying belief that is overpowering the thing that you want. And the only way to help that to disappear and alleviate that from your life and get what you want is to substitute that limiting belief with a more empowering belief. All right, any questions about this? Hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.